Hello everybody, happy morning. This is going to be the first filming of the year, so a very happy new year to you. And I just wanted to quickly run through the beauty of this time of year and the fact that you really shouldn't be doing much. So come with me, we'll just walk along a bit. So as you can see, if Angel just pans around, it's incredibly beautiful. Incredibly beautiful. But if we walk down the little fairy path to the listening trees, you can see what the pasture is like now. The last mow has resulted in a lot of growth because after the last mow we got lots and lots of rain, so this is going to have to wait until we've drained off before I can mow properly. This is what happens to pasture uncut, and you all remember the reason why my pasture's uncut. This pasture is a lot different to the conservation pasture, which is the second pasture. So if we just walk along this path, now the hope is that, look how gorgeous these are. The hope is that in the stems of these are eggs and larvae, overwintering, hibernating, pollinating insects that are going to emerge in the spring. And that is purely why I haven't cut this pasture for hay as other people and other gardeners do. So that is completely different. It's a completely different way of looking at it. I'm not for 1 minute saying I'm 100% right and this is all going to work out brilliantly. I don't know. It will be very exciting just to find out. So if you can look here, so these are the two sister hawthorns. Now they have been planted. I put lots and lots of organic manure on. I've got bulbs in and I've got my palette of perennials. Now this is going to be similar to your garden borders. Don't walk on your lawns. You can't, once grass is frosted, you will damage your garden lawn by walking around on it thinking you can do stuff. You can't. This is solid. I mean, it's actually solid and crusty. Again, you can't weed, you can't touch it. The plants are going to sleep. The plants are just going to relax. So just leave them to it. They're not going to die. They're just going to rest for this time of year. So that's exactly what your borders should look like. And it does look very pretty. Obviously the winds have brought down some branches. And this is another firm favourite for here. This is Centaurea nigra, the black knapweed, and again, being left in its entirety, within these stems, there is value for wildlife. And in the stems of some of this really tall grass as well. And just look at the dense thatch. There will be mice, slowworms, everything will be buried and trying to stay warm in the pasture. Now, believe it or not, you know, I'm a great one for giving the pollinators access to water We don't have any pollinators right now, but the birds are still going to need water, and this is absolutely solid. So what I'll do is I'll boil a kettle, let it cool slightly, and just top this up every single morning just to make sure that they've got access to water. The nursery itself is, you know, everything is solid in its pots, covered with frost. Even the evergreen begonia, that's just gone limp and is looking a bit rubbish now. Don't touch the things that collapse. Don't bother tidying them up now. Let them stay collapsed. Let them stay in a little heap, because the new growth, once the new growth emerges, that's your opportunity and indication to get going again. That's the right time to tidy it up, not now. So it's actually protecting the crown and the growth point of the plant. For me, with the nursery in pots, for you in the borders, you're protecting the plant by leaving it to go soggy, to get frosted and to deteriorate. And don't forget, don't cut your fuchsias, don't cut your hydrangeas, no matter how big they are, how untidy they are, don't do it. So come here and see. I mean, even you know, the old fencing with all the ice crystals, it's so pretty. Now that is conservation pasture. It's just magnificent. It's just so beautiful. I will be going into the tunnel again. It has really deteriorated. Of course, I can't water. Everything has gone into complete dormancy. Leaves have gone brown. I do have fungus, which, because it's unheated, obviously I'm going to have that. All I'll do is take off some of the really black leaves, just to stop it spreading. Hopefully the temperatures are going to mean, as I specified in recent videos, I don't expect to lose the stock I lost last year, because it is in pots. And I have got a polytunnel now, so it's all systems go, hopefully.